Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are diving into something absolutely massive. I'm talking about a total paradigm shift in how we grow our food. Artificial intelligence is literally rewriting the rulebook of traditional agriculture. And look, we aren't just talking about putting a new engine in a tractor here. We're talking about maximizing crop yields, drastically slashing chemical usage, and automating the heavy labor needed to secure our entire global food supply. It is a true game changer.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to kick things off with the AI farming revolution. Then look at how we can spot crop diseases instantly. After that, we'll take to the skies with drones and satellite imaging, dive into smart water and autonomous machinery. And finally, wrap up by understanding the actual trade-offs of using this AI. Let's jump right in.
All right, part one, the AI farming revolution.
So, historically, think about how farming worked. If a farmer suspected, say, a pest issue, the standard reactive go-to move was just blanket spraying. You'd literally douse an entire field in chemicals just to be safe. But today, we are shifting away from all that guesswork toward a highly proactive, precision-based model. By bringing AI into the mix, agriculture transforms into this incredibly smart system that knows exactly what is happening and exactly where it's happening. It cuts out the guesswork, and more importantly, it slashes all that chemical waste.
Which brings us to part two, spotting crop diseases instantly.
Let's look at how this actually plays out there in the dirt. First, you train an AI on massive imagery datasets, thousands of pictures so it knows exactly what a healthy plant looks like versus a sick one. Then a farmer simply walks up, snaps a photo of a weird-looking leaf, and boom, the algorithm instantly scans the visual patterns, looking for microscopic spots or lesions. Instead of waiting around for visible, widespread damage to ruin the crop, the farmer gets an immediate diagnosis and a treatment plan right then and there. We're talking about catching outbreaks like blight weeks before they actually spread. How cool is that?
And the best part? This isn't some futuristic theory. It's happening right now. With basic mobile apps like Plant Village Nuru, a farmer doesn't need a multi-million-dollar supercomputer to diagnose pests. They literally just need the smartphone that's already in their pocket. On a slightly bigger scale, you have regional IoT sensors like the Kisano AI device. Think of these as always-on guardians. They sit out in rural fields, constantly feeding thermal data and early disease alerts directly back to the farmer. It's like having a doctor watching your plants 24/7.
Moving right along to part three, drones and satellite imaging. Now we're moving up to the skies. Drones and satellites are out there using what's called multispectral imaging to track metrics across massive areas. We're talking invisible things, water stress, chlorophyll levels, overall soil health. The real magic here is the timeline. You see, by the time a human eye actually notices a field losing its green hue, it's too late. The damage is done. But this AI, it catches those invisible stress signals way early, long before our naked eyes could ever pick them up.
To put this into perspective, companies like Beehive Innovations are actively out there deploying these systems. They fly these smart remote sensors over thousands of acres of farmland, and then they hand the farmer a highly detailed data-rich heat map. So at a glance, the farmer knows exactly which patches of land are perfectly fine and thriving, and which patches are silently screaming for attention. It's an absolute game changer for large operations.
Zooming out even further, we hit part four, smart water and autonomous machinery. At this macro level, AI is literally taking over the heavy lifting. Just look at smart irrigation. Platforms out there right now, like Climate Corporation's FieldView, they take local weather forecasts and combine them with ground-level soil moisture sensors. The result? They completely automate the watering schedules. Nobody has to go manually turn a valve. Meanwhile, heavy hitters in the industry like John Deere are taking AI and machine vision and injecting them directly into autonomous, self-driving tractors and sprayers. It is wild.
And the compounding benefits here are massive. For one, smart irrigation totally prevents water waste and really protects our fragile food supply during droughts. It gives the crops exactly what they need, down to the very last drop. And on the machinery side, GPS and computer vision are allowing these massive tractors to plant, weed, and harvest completely automatically. It's entirely removing the need for that continuous, backbreaking manual labor, which means humans can shift away from the grunt work and step up into higher-level management roles.
But, of course, it's not all perfectly smooth sailing. Part 5. Understanding AI trade-offs.
When it comes to actually implementing this stuff, farmers have to face a pretty harsh reality, balancing incredible precision against the actual cost. If a farm wants that maximum top-down data at a massive scale, well, drone-based AI mapping is the absolute gold standard. But as you can imagine, it requires a huge upfront investment. On the flip side, you've got mobile AI apps. These offer incredible accessibility, mostly because they're often completely free. But here's the catch. Their success hinges entirely on the farmer having a decent smartphone, good lighting, and taking a really high-quality photo. If the picture is blurry, the AI just can't help you.
So, as agriculture steps fully into this new era of precision, we're left with a really fascinating question to ponder. Will the future of farming be won through massive, high-tech investments up in the skies, or is it going to be driven by those simple, accessible smartphone screens right in our pockets? The reality is, feeding the future is likely going to require a really powerful combination of both. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep questioning how all this tech around you is shaping our world, and I'll catch you next.
Thanks for watching.